Okay, hi you guys. Just wanted to do a quick reading with the new moon coming up. Ooh, sorry, this is strong. I'm gonna move this back. Yeah, I'm over here choking on incense. But yeah, with the new moon coming up on Tuesday, I believe. It's gonna be a new moon in Cancer. This is gonna be a reading focused on what you can expect releasing. Um, Anything that's going on in your life, anything that's no longer serving you for your highest good. These are going to be any messages or energies or themes that will be, again, released for this upcoming moon. In Cancer, I will say, one, the moon is at home. It's at its home base in Cancer. So what you'll be feeling will be very strong. But I do feel like it'll be in regards to a lot of intuition, inner child healing, and also focus on um, like your relationship. So like within the next few weeks, you might be feeling the need to eat your favorite ice cream or go do your favorite activity, only hang out with your inner circle, spend time with only your close friends and family, because this will be the time period that you'll be focusing on filling your own cup. Okay, it's basically like a reset where we go home to like relax and become ourselves, feel rejuvenated, feel loved. Let go of anything that's no longer serving us. Okay. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I'll start with my usual Machio de Tarot Royale. So, Spirit, please give me any messages you have for the collective in regards to what's this next step to release this new moon in Cancer. What will be the main energies? Any messages, guidance that you want to provide for the collective in regards to this upcoming new moon? Let's start again. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see. Back of the deck is Temperance. So we have balance off the bat as the overall overall theme for the collective. Okay. So that kind of goes back to what I said about coming home to yourself and feeling and making sure that your energetic cup is full, or at least is that you're going to attempt to replenish it during the season. And so that's just so you can bring back balance into your life, right? So whether that be like you feel like something has been out of balance in regards to maybe a relationship or a career or maybe your business, maybe your health, whatever that case may be, Spirit is saying that this is the season where you can expect balance to come into that aspect. But I feel like it'll be in the way of something being released. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So let's dive into it and see a little bit more. So we have the Knight of Pentacles upright. We have Ten of Swords in reverse. And we also have Death, okay, upright. Okay, so I'm looking more towards the Death and the Temperance over here, just because you have two major arcana right here. And so I wanna kind of start here. So this is let's see, 10, 13, and this is a 14. Wow. Okay, so immediately you see the sequential progression from a 13 to a 14. 13 breaks down to a 4. 4 is a number of stability and structure. And then, what did I say? This is 14, which breaks down to a 5, which is um, the number signifying change, positive change in your life. Okay. So with the death card, I'm getting it's more of like of a personal rebirth that you guys will be going through. Death meaning, kind of death to the ego, or maybe like an overactive ego, death to any limited beliefs that you guys may have had, death to any energies or connections that's no longer serving you. And maybe you've known for a while that they haven't, but um, it just, for whatever reason, they kind of lingered. But this is the time where spirit is saying, like, okay, these cords and everything that's no longer serving you, right, is being cut off, is death, so you can be reborn and shift into this next timeline of balance. Okay, so this is just really positive, in my opinion. Now, obviously, that's to say, with change is always uncomfortable. You're always gonna have growing pains. Some people may not like the changes that you are making, especially if they're the ones that's being left behind, quote unquote. But they're not even being left behind, right? They just still on their own timeline to learn a certain lesson, and you are moving on to a different timeline. Okay, so yeah, I would say definitely expect maybe some shifts in your relationship dynamic, and that's not just romantic. That could be platonic or family. But I definitely feel like maybe some some old wounds are going to be triggered, but that's just so you can heal, work through it, get closure, and again come to that balance, because you like, this is kind of heavy energy. I feel like all these chains around the skull, you know what I'm saying, like, it's binding to have all of this, especially if it's no longer serving you. So in order for us to let that go, we can gain balance and stop feeling so overweight, stop feeling so heavy, all that density, right? And you're just gonna be floating up. So coming to the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I actually want to clarify. I want to clarify really quick the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. And I'm going to use my Lovers deck. Spirit, please clarify Knight of Pentacles upright and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Please clarify Knight of Pentacles upright and the Ten of Swords. Okay, clarifying Knight of Pentacles upright. Excuse me. And clarifying Ten of Swords in reverse. In the back of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Just curious. Okay, so clarifying Knight of Pentacles, we have what is this? The World. 21. But it came out reverse. So let's put it like that. And then we also have, excuse me, how do I turn that this way? Okay. And then we also have the Mother upright, clarifying Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles and the World in reverse, I feel like Spirit is saying y'all are slowly letting go your fear to travel, to get out of your comfort zone, to branch off. with the world, I feel like this is a couple meanings. One is like y'all are actually gonna be traveling soon, like maybe to see family, maybe go on vacation, maybe for work or whatever. But I do see like a lot of travel coming up. So if that's not something that you would have ever done maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, or even now you considering it, whereas maybe before you were like, no, I can't do that. Spirit is saying that you slowly, and I say slowly because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, right? But that's okay. I feel like for me personally, as a fire sign, like I'm definitely chop, chop, chop. Like I'm ready to go. So learning how to like deal with energies of um, slower moving energies, it can be tricky. But also, the good part of this Knight, though, is that just because he's slow, what do they say? Slow and steady wins the race, right? So he's methodical. He takes his time because he's not making any mistakes. And that actually builds a really strong foundation in the long run. Okay. It takes you back to that. What do you call that? It's not a riddle. Nursery rhyme. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about with the tortoise and the hare? What do you call that? I feel like it starts with an M. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me. Anyway, so yeah. So Spirit is saying that if you are in this energy of, like, oh, should I or should I not, or I'm scared, or I don't know what's gonna happen, slow, let that go. Continue to let that fall away, because I'm feeling like, again, you just gonna come into a better balance. You're gonna feel better about yourself, even if something doesn't work out in the way that you expected. You're not gonna regret taking that chance, right? You're not gonna regret taking that risk, because you can tell yourself, at least I did it, at least I tried. And that right there is the most powerful feeling, one of the most powerful feelings of all, in my opinion. Okay, so moving on to the Ten of Swords in reverse. So automatically I'm getting, letting go of some pain. I feel like it's more maybe emotional pain or mental pain. That's what I'm picking up on. But whatever it is that hurts you, or whatever it is that you're in the process of healing, you're at the tail end of it. Spirit is saying, over this new moon, you can expect that to be gone, and or if not fully gone, to experience a significant shift or clarity, that's gonna leap you into the next step of that healing process if it's not fully closed out. Okay. um so with the mother, I forget which one she represents in my tarot. I don't know why I can't remember. I feel like it's the Empress, but I want to double check. Maybe I'm crazy. What did I say? Yeah, they're right. Okay, all right. The Empress. Cool. Thanks, Spirit. All right. So with the Empress, like with, obviously Empress is queen of all queens for me. This Empress is, she looks heavily pregnant, and she also looks like she's with her daughter, and then they like have the horse, and it looks like she's like, I don't know, she doesn't look tired, but she looks like she's living the simple life and she's content. So for me, this obviously, like, was putting aside the obvious fertility. Maybe, and this is a really specific message that just came through, but for some of you, and if this doesn't resonate, of course, let it fly. But for some of you, I feel like you guys might be single mothers, and Spirit is saying that you are releasing any negative, any negative heartbreak or disappointment from, maybe a failed connection, or maybe not failed, but maybe a setback, so you're releasing the pain of that, or maybe releasing the disappointment of that. And also, I feel like Spirit is saying you're also, and this is still the single mothers, you're also releasing, any limiting beliefs that you can't do this by yourself, because like I said, it looks like she's, in her face is, she's determined. She may not be exactly where she want to be, but she know where she going, she know where she headed, and you see that her child has full trust in her. So Spirit is saying, take comfort in knowing that your children know that you just doing what's best for them, And yeah, you can do this. So let go of any fears, and that's natural to have them. But Spirit is saying now is the time to let that go, because you have everything you need to do. And the more that you lean into that energy of, okay, I can do this, the more balance is going to come in. And the more balance you have, the more clarity you have. The more clarity you have, the more you can build, the more efficiently you can build. Okay. So, woo. Okay. Just want to see if I get any messages from the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So for me, seven pentacles in reverse is like about long term investment, but maybe you're not you haven't been focused on it, or maybe you're going about it the wrong way. So, and this is if this is also like a side message, if it resonates. Spirit is saying, if you haven't already, you will be leaning more into the energy of I don't want to say like not caring anymore, but like you, instead of being like, oh, like I'll deal with that tomorrow, or oh, like I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Spirit is saying that you're releasing that because you realize it is important to focus on your long term stability, and or maybe this is a lesson that you are learning. Okay. Um, but yeah, any negative or lower vibrational self-limiting beliefs about what you can achieve materialistically, that is all an illusion. Spirit is saying that you are releasing that, or if not, set that to be your intention, and then watch how your 3D shifts for you. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to think, do I want to get anything else? I think I'm going to pull from the Moonology card just to get you guys a message card. Spirit, please let me know any messages you want to provide for this collective regarding this upcoming new moon. Anything that needs to be addressed. Messages for the collective for this upcoming new moon. Okay. So we have sorry, I'm just gonna bring this up really quickly. Okay. What did I just? Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. So we have so the card that came out for you was Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. Oof, child. In Scorpio. Okay. And then on the back of the deck, we have Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality, Full Moon in Pisces. All right. So I'm going to start with the Work Through Your Fears. So I feel like now, okay, so one thing Spirit is saying, like between now and like Scorpio season, this is going to be that whole process of purging and transformation, so that way you can find balance in your life. So probably between now and the next 6 months, you can expect these type of energies. But again, there's nothing to be afraid of, because um, in order for Spirit to bless you with all your dreams and your manifestations and your prayers, you have to be willing to work with Spirit, and just trust them and let go what needs to be let go. Okay, no matter how scary it is, because really in actuality, that's just your mind and your ego. Again, I love ego. Ego protects us. They're like, okay, we don't know what's going to happen. Are you sure you want to do this? But that's when you go in and say, yes, ego, it's okay to be scared. I'm scared. But guess what? Spirit is saying that we can trust them. And so we're going to trust our heart instead of trying to figure it out with our mind. Because if we try to figure it out with our mind is not going to come up with solutions, which is going to keep us in this fear. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah. Also, I feel like Scorpio, a Scorpio placement might be significant for some of you if that resonates. I'm just going to look in the Moonology book real quick and see if there's anything else that I wanted to pop out. Okay, so it says this card suggests rebirth. What did I say earlier, y'all? You're going through a rebirth. Spirit is awesome. Okay. It says, think of your situation as a phoenix rising from the ashes. Birth, death, and rebirth paradigm. Excuse me. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Okay. It says it might be a little dark and there certainly won't be any rainbows or unicorns, but it will be full of deep transformation. Okay. It says also that this is the herald. This is the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought or emotional intimacy, you can expect that to be on the menu. Okay. So if that resonates, y'all can, Spirit is saying, like, if you feel like damn, I ain't got nobody, or I've been single for a while, or damn, it's been a minute since I had that itch scratch, whatever the case may be. Spirit is saying that you can expect during this time, like, that'll shift for you too as well. Additional meanings, and take this as it resonates. It's time to let go of a grudge you're holding. Move on from any jealousy, okay? Try not to be obsessive, and just let things flow if you can. And don't be paranoid. Okay, so this is going back to those fears. Okay, so you need to go in and soothe your shadow side. Journal, meditate, talk to somebody that you trust. Create, or however you emote. Make sure you giving time into your fears so that way you can acknowledge them, accept them, and then assuage them, as I like to say. Okay, so with the back of the deck, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Again, bringing us back to the Temperance card. So this is more of like a confirmation to try to balance out that mind and heart situation. Balance is all about equality, in my opinion, is the best way I can describe it. So on one scale, you have your mind. On the other scale, you have your heart. Too much heart leads to uncontrollable emotions or outbursts, anger problems, or, needing self-love, being manipulated by people, what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. And too much mind is over analyzing, overthinking, self-sabotaging. Maybe, what's the word when you're too smart, arrogance or pride, or, stuff like that. So with it, like, you need both of these things to work in union, okay? So Spirit is saying, I don't know why my hands were like this whole time, but Spirit is saying, like, balance out your heart and your mind as much as you can. And I like to think of it as, you say, okay, like, I'm at this precipice of my life, like, I might have to make a decision. If you have to be in favor of one or the other, if you have to tip the scale in the side of the heart, okay? Because your heart is never going to fail you. Your heart is led by the divine, okay? All right. I'm trying to think of anything else. My candle just melting, y'all. Child. That's okay. This is signifying release, okay? All right. I think I'm going to do a couple of traditional cards and maybe some health cards. Ooh, ouch. All right, so I'm going to move this up here. I'm going to just close out with a couple of health cards. Please let me know any health messages you want to provide for the collective. Anything that you want to provide for me regarding your health, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Any messages for the collective spirits? Okay. All right. All right. So messages. Oh. So I'm just gonna pull out Spirit saying 2. And we have overbearing ego on the back of the deck. Okay. So first card is ADHD. And then second card is overthinking. Okay. So I'm gonna put ADHD aside for now. So clearly with overbearing ego and overthinking, like this is going back to what I was talking about as far as you guys needing to release those fears, okay? That whole it's kind of like you just dig yourself into a hole because you're just like, well, the more I think about it, I know I can find a solution because then I can just take this at it. But like each solution that you're finding is still gonna have holes and gaps because it hasn't even fully manifested yet. You see what I'm saying? So and I feel like your ego is really pushing you to be like, no, you need to figure this out. No, we're not doing that until we feel comfortable. No, so that's why it goes back to just healing your inner child, going to your shadow side, addressing your fears, working through them, okay? And just it really just takes like a kind, like patient hand. I like to tell myself, it's okay, don't be scared. Guess what? We were scared last time and it worked out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it step by step. What we're gonna do is we're gonna eat our favorite ice cream. And then we're gonna watch our favorite show for the next 3 minutes. And then we're gonna call our mom to check on her and see how she's doing. And then it's the next day. And this next day. You see what I'm saying? And then it's gonna become more natural the more you do it over time. Okay. Oh, and then on the bottom of this is journaling. So that's like one of my favorite ways to emote. So Spirit is saying consider journaling, or if you haven't been journaling, um, that's a good idea to just jot your notes down in a private way because it's just a way to just let it all out, without having to care of like who gonna take it how or how, you know, writing a specific essay montage. No, I'm just like whatever's in spitting this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, because it's really therapeutic. Okay. And then I could keep going here. I ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole. But the last one I see is herbal tea. So herbal tea might be good for calming yourself or just like it's a good like comforter, I guess, in a way. So Spirit is saying try adding that into your diet or into your routine, and it'll help you. And you can do, obviously there's all kind of teas. I love tea. But my favorite, obviously, when I'm trying to be calm or when I want to relax or when I want to go to sleep, you got chamomile, and then you can research all the other teas that they have that actually have good herbal qualities to them. Okay. So moving on to ADHD. So this is a specific message. Only take it if it resonates. So someone here might be diagnosed ADHD. So Spirit is saying okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying like this doesn't define you, whoever I'm speaking to, okay? Spirit is saying you see this as like a setback. As far as your life, kind of like like a disability, I guess. And then I guess in a way, like in the 3D mind, in the 3D world, in the Matrix, this is a disability. Because it's something you diagnosed with and something that you have to deal with. But I feel like, and I'm not like read up on ADHD at all, okay? But I feel like what Spirit is saying is like this specific trait about you is specific to you and individual to you for a reason, okay? So maybe it's I feel like it has to do with maybe the way that you connect with people or maybe your learning style. But Spirit is saying release the limited belief that something is wrong with you and turn it into I'm special, so that way you can actually, I feel like I'm seeing a key. I'm seeing a key and it's unlocking. But I feel like Spirit is saying as soon as soon as you accept yourself for who you are, is going to unlock something within yourself that's going to lead to something really powerful in your life. Something uh like I don't know, like life changing or liberating or back to balance. But I feel like it's really gonna change your life in some way. Okay. So yeah, so that was really specific. That's all I think I have for you guys. I hope it was helpful for someone, at least one person, if not as many people as can. As always, I love you guys. Stay blessed and stay safe. Okay.